Hello, we're on. Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Emily and today we're in a bit of a new setting. We are in fact in the nursery, which is very exciting, and a lot of you have been asking to see the nursery and we will have that video up soon. So I guess this is a bit of a sneak peek for everyone to see. But today isn't about the nursery, today is all about nappy talk. Basically, we've decided as a couple that we are going to be using reusable nappies. After much research, we've realised that it's not only benefits the environment and benefits us in the long run, but also you save so much money. We're not going to do this straight away. Obviously, we need to get into a bit of a routine with things. So I'm also going to show you the brands that we are going to be using that are disposable nappies, and then discuss them and why we went for those brands. And then also I will then go into what brands I've decided to choose for the reusable nappies. Obviously I've always been like, oh, should we go for this? Honestly, some of the patterns for these reusable nappies are so, oh my gosh, they're so cute, so adorable. And you can get them from anywhere. You could type it into Amazon, reusable nappy, loads of things come up. It's actually quite, it's been one of the most fun things for me to actually buy. But yeah, sometimes like Alex has chosen what he likes and then we've bought that each month. So in the long run, it works out cheaper to go reusable. But when you're buying it first time round, it is quite expensive. So that's something you have to realise how heavily I am breathing. Honestly, you can see now, I am 35 weeks pregnant. And some days it's alright and I can breathe normally. And then some days I can't. And today seems to be one of those days which is so typical. It is unbelievable. But even the, oh my god, the bump looks so bumpy on this. Anyway, let's get started on this. So obviously you've got the typical Pampers, and we got these as a present, which obviously always comes in handy for first time parents. I've done my research and I asked on my Instagram the best disposable nappies. Pampers and Aldi came out on top. So we also got the Aldi ones. Also, these were like £1.49, right? And you get 22 in a pack. So these are newborn, and we bought the second bit up as well. But yeah, so we can see this. The reason this pack is open, you'll probably laugh. We tested how to change a nappy on a teddy and like put a nappy on, which seems funny. But no, but these were the most, wait, was it Aldi? Yeah, these were the most popular ones when I did a vote. So thank you. So we're going to test them out, that's for sure. Now I'm really big when it comes to making sure that anything that we do does benefit the environment, or anything, like especially when it comes to nappies and then you hear how much rubbish is taken out and things like that. I don't want to be damaging the environment more so, and especially with the current pandemic and things like that. Like, you just want to do your bit for the environment. So I was also given these, which are plant-based bio. The reason this is empty, I have already set up my little caddy, which I will show you. So we have got these ones. Do you know what? They're so cute. I'm going to show you one. They have little hearts on them, little hearts on the bum, and they're just dead cute, and they are biodegradable. Then I found out about a company which is actually owned by Emma Bunton, and I was like, oh my god, it's a Spice Girl, obviously. And she starts doing reusable nappies, so actually I have one of her nappies which I'll show you shortly. But also she does subscriptions for nappies per month. So I got size 1 and size 2. This pack is size 2, and you get 40 nappies in it, and I think it was £8.95, something like that. So these are actually also, I think they were the reason I got them. Yeah, because they're sustainable and they are friendly. I think I actually did get them. Yeah, so they actually use sustainable materials. So that's one of the reasons I got them, because I just thought, well, it's good for the environment. Plus, they do really cute. I don't know if you can see. Look at that bunny. Like, it's just so cute. So they aren't all the nappies I've got. I've got over 200 nappies already stocked up for different brands, but they are the top 4 that we've actually got. So, and then when it's come to reusable nappies, we're getting a bit of a collection going on. It's quite exciting, and I will tell you about where you can go for the websites and things like that. But first of all, I actually have a few questions. Yeah, so may as well get started. I'm really excited to show you guys. Honestly, walking sideways now is my new thing. So basically, I didn't know anything about reusable nappies. I am not that type. I'm not somebody who had ever heard of it really. I thought it was really old-fashioned. Like, I thought every nappy was going to be like a white cotton colour, and then after a while they go like minging yellow. Like, I didn't realise how much reusable nappies had come on. And it was actually, when did we start collecting? It was like early this year, and I did like a poll, and then I had so many people go to reusable, and I was like, I've never looked at it, I would never consider anything, because I always wanted, regardless whether we were using reusable or disposable, wanted to get a good collection together so that we were prepared. And it was actually a lady that I know, from who I met at an event. And honestly, I'm so grateful that she had so much wisdom about reusable nappies. And I started looking into it, and Alex was interested, and she was like, go to this one. And she even sent me a tutorial of how to put on a nappy, how easy it is to use. And you know, I was a bit like, okay, I'll get a few. And then I just kind of got this obsession and was just like, oh my gosh, I absolutely love it. And she told me like what sizes to get, what would be better in the long run, things like that. And I showed her my collection I had. It's a collection that's building. And she said I wanted to make sure I was doing the right thing. Like, I wasn't just getting it for the pattern, which probably I was, but I wanted to make sure that her advice had taken on board. So I've actually decided to come to the decision that I haven't just gone for one brand, I've gone for a variety of brands, and then we can see what works for us, because you just don't know what's going to work for you as a first-time parent. Hence the different types of nappies we've had for when they're first born. Like, Pampers might work for somebody, but Kitten Kin might work better for somebody else. And the same with Aldi and Lidl. It's the same when it comes to, like, think of it like a food shop. One person might really love Tesco's, but then another person might really love Asda because it works for them as a family. That's exactly how I see it when it comes to nappies, which is probably a really weird analogy, but that's how I've kind of seen it with reusable nappies. Like, you can look at reviews all you like, but your baby is your baby, and what works for you is the best. So let's get started. I'm so excited to show you what. Do you know what? I haven't even shown any really on my Instagram. So when it comes to liners, which is basically you have an outer, if you've never experienced what happens with reusable nappies, if you had the same outlook as me, you just thought it was a white cotton nappy, you put it on, done. And that's not how it is at all. So you have an outer layer nappy, and you put liners inside, which is like this. So I've gone for Little Blooms because they just, I did actually look at reviews when it came to liners and things, and I was recommended these a lot by people. So I think these were so cheap, like £10, and I think you get 100. And these are the washable, obviously. So little balloons, and I just got them off Amazon, and I've got 200 of them, and they're so cheap. So then when it comes to having the nappy liners, obviously on top of it you need the paper nappy liners. So I've gone for 3 different companies. I've gone for the ever popular Tots spots, which again come really highly recommended, really absorbent, everything like that. The amount of people when I said like, oh, we decided to go for reusable, and everyone was like, oh my god, good luck with that. Oh, we had so much more positivity than we did negativity. But the best thing is, say for example, she does a business, so number 2 goes on this, you throw it down the toilet, and then you just wipe away. It's that easy, and that's how the girl on my Instagram, I will tag her below because she's fabulous, owns a business called Frost Burgers. It is life. So I've got tot spots, and then I also saw that Kitten Kin had started doing them, so I got some of them as well. And there is 100 nappy liners. And then I was in Asda of all places, and they actually do Bambino Mio ones. They're biodegradable again, gentle, things like that. And that's 160, and they were a £5. Like, it's just so cheap. The most expensive is probably when it comes to buying like the designs and things like that. But the one thing that struck me when it came to reusable nappies is the money that you save from it in the long run. Now we've got family that are in Australia. Alex's sister lives there, and for example we worked out how much money it would be towards a ticket to Australia. That was like how we worked it out, and we actually worked out within a year we could save for our tickets to Australia from the money that we would usually use. Does that make sense? On nappies. So I'm all for saving money. I'm a big saving money freak. So that's how we worked it out. So think about 2 tickets to Australia in a year is how much you would save on nappies. It's all the maths. Honestly, you should see the notes I have. And it was a no-brainer, and she's gonna look dead cute. So there are so many different companies out there, and so many people will have their different advice on what works for them and what doesn't work for them. 9 times out of 10, someone will tell you a negative review than instead of a positive review. So that's why when it comes to reviews, I'm always so cautious. I work with my job, people are more likely to be negative because I'm social media, more likely to be negative than they are positive. But with myself, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know I'm all about being positive. So that's why I've bought so many. And if they don't work, they don't work. You just go and get another one. I think the most I've spent for a reusable nappy is £15. That's not that bad, really, if it's going to last you. Let me start with, so this is Kitten Kin. Kitten Kin is owned by Emma Bunton, and they've literally just launched this. So this is one of the designs, which I'm obsessed. Different with this is it's Velcro, and the liner is already in there. A lot of the brands provide a liner already, so the liners I've got are like spare. So you, as you can see, I don't know if you can see on top of there. So you put your liner in there, and then the paper goes on top. Now, me and Alex have practiced with this one, which is so funny. Now this is a one size, so it can fit baby when she's small and things like that. So it's definitely, do you know what I love? It feels so soft. I love the design. I really wanted to love animals like so much, especially giraffes. It's really soft. You can tell that it's just going to feel nice on the skin, and I feel that this will be one of my favourites. I say that, I'll probably say that for every single one. So yeah, so I think, is this my only Velcro one I've got? Yeah, this is the only Velcro one I've actually got. The rest are all buttons. So it'll be interesting to see the difference between a Velcro and a button when we put it on her. I will do a follow-up video once we've started using it, but, and as well, it's the design of the side for the legs, but it's just lovely. Another brand that I've gone for is Alva Baby. If I've said that wrong, I'm so sorry. So we've got 3 types of designs, so Alex shows this one. So this one's really cute. These are one size, so they'll do them up to, I think, don't quote me, I'm just going to say a really good age. I think it's, oh my god, my mind's gone blank. The age of 3, I want to say. In fact, I have notes on my phone, and I have the messages too. I have used, to buy these ones, a website called Fill Your Pants, which I think is very tongue-in-cheek. So with one size nappy, they fit from £10, so baby has to be £10, to approximately £35. So yeah, I was pretty much right. So for example, this one is buttoned, as you can see. You can see all the buttons on the front, I hope. So that basically you can resize it, which is amazing. And I know we're gonna learn on the way, and I know I'm a bit of an amateur right now, but a lot of you have asked. So let me show you. So this came with a liner. This is what a cover looks like. She's gonna look so cute. You put the liner in, and then on top of the liner, you put your nappy liners, and then it's all done. Baby's happy, baby's dry. Honestly, I'm so excited about the fact that we've made this decision. And we always laugh and say one step closer to Australia because of my things. So these, they come with Alva Baby. They got some gorgeous, they feel like more waterproof than the Kitten Kin. I don't know if you can hear it. Whereas this one is so soft, feels more silky. So we got obviously the roses one, whales, and then a few animals. So I was really happy with them. We actually then went to Amazon and decided to invest in some in Amazon. So Alex, these are Alex's choices, may I add, has gone all out. They're from a company called Happy Flute. Now you don't actually get provided with liners for these ones, so it's a good job I've got liners. These feel, and I'm not being judgy, but I am going to be honest, these feel like swimming ones, but they're not. They're nappies. They're obviously very waterproof, but they feel more like a swimming trunk than they would a nappy. So these are just so cute though, very girly. We decided to go for a few girly ones, obviously, from a company called Happy Flute. Love that tie-dye. And then these little heart ones. Same again with the buttons. Now this one's got more of an elasticated leg for when she gets a bit chunk. And then we got some more from Amazon. These ones are the same company that we've used, you know, the excuse me, the cotton liners, little blooms. Got little cats on them. Just checking they are cats. There's actually not a name for the brand on this one. This is a little blooms one. We've got our giraffes. I haven't actually felt them, so let's feel them. I'll open them up. Ooh, they feel quite silky. Oh, and they haven't come with a liner. So, yeah, they feel lovely. And I'm obsessed with giraffes, like my favourite animal. And then this one is a milk one. So again, they are all one size. They'll do from £10 upwards. Then this one is from a company called Little lambs, which I have been recommended, and I really love the feel of these. They feel so high quality, and I think I am going to be buying some more over the next coming weeks. I am aware, so over organised, but I think I would have inner panic if I wasn't organised. I'd rather have too much than too little, but I've always been like that. So, but with these ones, they're so nice. The insides of them, I don't know if you can tell on the camera, honestly feel like wool. You get provided with, you get double liner in these, which makes sense because I feel like that would soak quite easily. But they've been really highly recommended when I've asked on Instagram and things like that. I've even asked on my Facebook as well. People are just so helpful. Then this one of my faves. This just says basics. Does it say? I'm sure it's... Well, anyway, this one's so cute. This is Swans. I feel like this is a little lamb one, but I don't think it is. It just says basics on it. So this one's Swans. This feels so soft. Like, honestly, that's going to be so nice on her little booty. And then last but not least, we've tried another one, which is called Mama Koala. It is, yes, cookies and milk on the design. Now these, do you know what I love about this as well? Look at the buttons, can you see them? Please, oh yeah, you can. So look, they've got little koalas on them. I mean, let me step back and get the focus. That is just attention to detail, if ever there was. So these actually, as well, so you can see when it comes to one size, you can fold it in and then fold and then pull it out when baby starts growing. So that's how I've kind of worked out one size. You can get other sizes too. There obviously are more websites than Fill Your Pants. There's one that's called Nappy Lady, which I've looked into. You can also get starter kits. And starter kits I've seen that have ranged from 100 to like 280. So it's all dependent on you as a person. So yeah, honestly, it's so easy to just go on like a mad spending spree when it comes to doing reusable nappies, but it's worth it. There are other types that you can get at the moment. Like for example, this one is also classed as pocket style, as well as just the one size. So this obviously was Little Lamb. Ooh. And it is pocket size. It's classed as the designer's pocket size for this particular one. I've just got another question asked, which is quite nice. And when you go onto websites, sometimes you actually can buy you can get sent a brochure which explains everything to you. So that's another way I did my research. But I am gonna ask like my questions I got asked. But some of the questions I got asked, clearly a few of these people have had them before. It's not a quiz, guys. What's the main brand you're using? As I've said, we've just thought we'd vary it. I really, really like Little Lamb. I really like Mama Koala. And I really like Alva. In fact, I like all of them. Obviously, we'll know our main brand once baby's here. And I feel like that's something I can touch on when we come back to it. We have poppers or Velcro. We've got mostly poppers at the moment and one Velcro. So I think I might get more Velcro. There is a company that we've got the disposable nappy liners of Tots Bots. Now they're the next company I am going to touch on. I have just put an order in for them. So I know that they do a lot of Velcro and I just wanted to test a few of them out. Wraps around or filling. Feel like we're doing filling. This person knows their stuff. Yeah. why have you decided reusable? Couldn't think of anything worse. I think there's a lot of opinions when it comes to using reusables, and I love seeing them. And I think, that was my last question, and I think when people say I couldn't think of anything worse, well done, when it, like, good luck when it comes to when they have a number 2 and things like that. I think once you start looking into it and you start gaining an interest and you start doing your research, you realise that actually it's probably the best way to go, and you can do it for a long time. And there's been proven facts that after you've used reusable, it's easier for the child to potty train, you're less likely for the child to gain any rashes or anything like that, because obviously you can just see from the things that I've shown you, the softness is touching it. There's nothing like paper or anything like that. And I've got really sensitive skin. Alex has got really sensitive skin, so we probably think that our child might, so we need to like plan ahead. And I think people just think that reusable nappies haven't progressed in 50 years when in actual fact they have. And also I just kind of want to do my bit for the environment as well, and I think this is a perfect way to do it. Like, you're putting the disposable nappy liners down the toilet, and they are biodegradable, most of them as well, so they won't really affect the environment as much as, say, if you were to every time throw a nappy away in a nappy sack and put it in your nappy bin, and then how many a day do you go through? So it's like, I mean, obviously you'll probably go through 12 nappies, maybe more a day, whereas with this one, every 3 days you'll wash, well, on average, every 3 days you'll wash your reusable nappies, and you'll start seeing a difference. And obviously everyone, I would never judge anyone that doesn't want to go for reusable nappies, or I would never judge anybody who decides to go for disposable or anything like that, because I'm not that type of person. Everything works differently for each person, and that's the point I want to get across. But I just wanted to show you how excited I was really about the fact that we have decided to it is stepping out of our comfort zone, because A, it's our first child, and B, we've never used reusable nappies. We didn't have reusable nappies as babies. And even when I've shown, like, because my nan and granddad used to use reusable nappies on, like, my mum and my aunties, my uncle, and when I've shown them, like, all the designs, they're so shocked how far it's actually come. So when I've been able to speak to them about it as well, I've gained so much advice as well from the older generation too, and it's just, yeah, it's just quite nice. And I think people don't realise in their 20s that they can do it and save money, and like we said, we're going to put ours in a fund to be able to go and see the world with our child, and that's the most important thing to us. So yeah, but that's just pretty much what I wanted to show you. I will of course do a follow-up once baby's here and show you how we're getting on. I won't hide anything, so if I am struggling in the sense of reusable, I am that person that won't give up. So if I'm struggling and there's a clip of me going ah like this, I'll show you guys the highs and the lows of reusable nappies, I'm sure, but I am so determined to be able to do that. And yeah, so that's the end of that. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I've kind of, you know, I'm a beginner and this is where I'm at the moment when it comes to reusable nappies. So please like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and yeah, I hope you have a very lovely bank holiday.